Hi guys, so tonight for dinner I am making chicken parmesan, and this is something I've never made before, and I got this recipe out of the Hungry Girl to the Max cookbook that I showed you guys a couple weeks ago on my meal planning. This is a gift I got for Christmas, and I went through the whole book already and I marked all the pages of things that I wanted to try. So this one is called the pan-fried chicken parmesan, and it is on page 110 if you guys decide to try this and if you have this cookbook. So what you need is, I have 2 chicken breasts here, and I fillet them in half. So there's 4 pieces, so we each get 2 pieces. They're each 4 ounces. And then I have a half of a cup of this Fiber One cereal, and I ground it really fine with my Ninja. And then to that I just added, it didn't say to use ground mustard, it just said garlic powder, onion powder, and pepper. But I didn't have any onion powder. I have garlic salt and black pepper, and then I added the ground mustard in there. And then I have 1/4 of a cup of the liquid eggs. That's all that's in there. And then this is 1 ounce of mozzarella cheese. This is 2 points for the 1 ounce. I just shredded it really fine. You could also just grab like a string cheese and shred a string cheese instead. So I've done that too. And then this is just some homemade spaghetti sauce that I made on Sunday that I'm going to use probably maybe 1/4 of a cup per serving. So, I'm going to, and over here, I just have I'm going to make some roasted carrots. There's just carrots in there. I have a half of a teaspoon of olive oil because it does go a long way. I have some scallions, some garlic, and then just a seasoning blend that I have. So I'm going to pop those in the oven and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my egg mixture here and then my breadcrumbs. So I'm just going to dip my pieces of chicken in my egg wash and then in my breading. And the cookbook says to fry it in a skillet with cooking spray, but I want this to get really crunchy, so I only put a half of a teaspoon of not garlic salt, of olive oil in there, which I think it's like 1 point maybe. I know 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon is 1 point, so I don't even know how much a half of a teaspoon is. And these are going to cook really fast too because they're half the size of a normal chicken breast since I cut them in half. Okay, so those are all done. I'm going to let my oil heat up in the pan and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my chicken parmesan that is frying up in my pan. I just put it in there. Over here I have some of that homemade spaghetti sauce. I just have a half of a cup, and it is a meat sauce, and I have a half a cup in there heating up. That's like 1 point for all that. So, and then down here in my oven I have my carrots. I put them in about 15 minutes before I started the chicken, so those will cook for a little bit longer. So I'm just going to let this fry on each side, maybe like 3 to 4 minutes on each side since they're pretty thin. And I will be right back. Okay, so I kind of burned it a little bit. I walked away for a second, but that is all done, and I have it just on low. And I'm going to put my sauce over the top of each one. Kind of hard to do this one-handed. Okay, and I'm just going to put my Parmesan cheese, or not Parmesan, my mozzarella cheese on top. Now, let me remind you that this mozzarella cheese is just 1 serving. So this is 2 points for the cheese, but I'm dividing it into 2 portions. So the cheese is just 1 point each. and it gives you quite a bit, so. Alright, so I'm just going to move that off the stove, or off the burner, and it'll melt, get nice and creamy with the cheese. I'm going to pull my carrots out of the oven. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it is all done. It's nice and melted. There's the spaghetti sauce and the cheese on top. There's my carrots, and then I just put some steamed broccoli on there too. So this entire plate is only 6 points. I hope you guys liked this video. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.